What's up, folks? Welcome to the first episode of Loading Sports. I'm Jack Mason.
I'm Jan Sterner.
It's March, so let's get right to the point. It's a great time of year. You know, there's a whole lot of madness, and we personally love it. Love it. First off, we're going to talk about some of our predictions for who's going to win the national championship this year. I love the Kansas Jayhawks. You're going to find this out over time as you watch more and more of our videos. I love them. I love Bill Self. I love the culture. I think they're a really good team. Dedrick Lawson is a great player. They, didn't win the Big 12 for the first time in 15 years, which is shocking, but I think that's going to motivate them to do something really special. I love Kentucky. Coach Cal's the man when it comes to this time of year. Tyler Hero, bucket. I mean, P.J. Washington in the post, he's going to back you down on scoring you pretty much every time. Michigan State, Tom Izzo, he just gets to the Final Four over and over again. It's kind of his thing. I love Cassius Winston, senior vet guard. He's going to, when a minute left, he's going to kill you. He's a killer. I really like UNC. Roy Williams always has a good program. Kobe White, freshman in North Carolina. You don't hear that often. But anyways, he's scoring 20 points a game this year. That's really, really impressive. Watch out for him. And lastly, I got the Gonzaga. I got the Zags, man. You know, they are probably slept on more than anyone every single year. They're always real good, really, really good. And I would not be surprised if they won it all.
Some of my championship predictions. Don't pick Kansas; they'll disappoint you. They ruin people's brackets. They ruin Jayhawks' lives, actually. But one team you should pick or consider picking is Virginia. They have easily the best defense in the country. Discipline. They are bound. I mean, just bound to make a deep run. Duke. All kinds of talent. Of course, you know that. They have Zion Williamson, R.J. Barrett, Cam Reddish. Shouldn't even have to mention them. One team I think people are sleeping on in terms of winning a championship is the University of Buffalo. They're top 25 in the country. Start 5 seniors. They beat Arizona last year, who was, they had the #1 pick in the draft, DeAndre Ayton. They beat them pretty handily. Watch them again. They have experience in the tournament. They could win the whole thing.
They might. You never know. Speaking of sleepers, I got a few upsets. Syracuse, I love them. I love Jim Boeheim, underrated. Love zone defenses, typically called soft. I don't care about that. They are effective. Tyus Battle's great. They got 5 guys who can score in isolation, and you need that when it's March. St. John's, I love them. I really mainly like Shamari Pons, but other than that, I don't know much about him. Chris Mullen's their coach, but Shamari Pons, lefty, strokes it. He gets buckets. Wofford, man, Fletcher McGee, look out for him. He's funny, but he's good. He's really, really good. Can stroke it from deep. I like him. And then I got Iowa State, which Iowa State is maybe the most underrated team in the country, in my opinion. They got Lindell Wigington, Mariel Shayok, dude transferred from Virginia. He's great now, great scorer. Iowa State, I've watched a lot of Big 12 basketball. They're right up there with the best teams in the country, and they can score at all 5 positions. And then lastly, this is kind of a stupid pick probably, Northern Kentucky. I saw an update on my phone last week about them. They hit some game winner in their semifinals of their conference. I don't even know what conference they're in. And they've never been on TV before, probably until like 3 days ago. But I watched their championship game. They won. Looked solid. They're going to win a game. Hot take.
Hot take. Murray State. Watch out for them. Of course, they have the phenom Ja Morant.
It's pretty well known.
He's elite. Can score at all 3 levels. I mean, he has something to prove. Hasn't really gotten to play too many big teams this year. He's about to play on the biggest stage in college basketball. He's hungry. Another team you need to look out for is Marquette. They have Marcus Howard. Marcus Howard is, as we all know, the leading scorer in the nation. He could will his team, all the way to the Final Four. You never know. Another team to look out for is University of Auburn. Bruce Pearl and his squad. They are led by Jared Harper. Jared Harper he's a bad man, folks.
Bad man.
He can almost single-handedly beat Zion Williamson. I think he was at the Maui Invitational this year.
That's bold.
He did. Be on the lookout for him. Dangerous player.
All right. Now the top 5 primetime players of the tournament. Those guys who are going to just, put the team on their back. The Kimball Walkers of the world.
Cardiac.
The Cardiacs of the world. First off, Tyler Hero. God, what a guy. What a guy. We love him. Recently, became a huge fan a few months ago. Watched some of his, high school tapes on Overtime. Dude's got so much swag.
Tyler, if you're watching this, we just want to, sort of pay a tribute to you. You're
kind of our hero.
It's right here.
You might say hero.
No pun intended.
No pun intended, of course. Oh, man, another guy with a ton of swag. Kyle Guy. He's the guy. I gotta stop. So Kyle Guy, the man, he plays for Virginia. They're a defensive team, whatever that means. But man gets buckets.
What do you mean, whatever that means?
I'm just saying, this time of year, defense doesn't really matter. it's about guard scoring. That's right. Kyle Guy's the man.
That's a fact.
Marcus Howard, as he mentioned, that kid's unbelievable. Scored 45 points like 3 times this year. Played for Marquette. He's great. Unbelievable. You watch him. He can score at all 3 levels and knocks down shots better probably than anybody in the country. I don't talk about bigs a lot, but I'm going to talk about Ethan Happ. I respect him. I respect a guy who comes back for his senior year like him. He's great. He's big. He's solid. He can, score at every level. And I love what Wisconsin's done. They're pretty consistent. Their program's solid, and I think he could lead them. He said John Morant. Dude, he's Russell Westbrook 2.0. He's possibly better. And that's a hot take, I know. But he's awesome. He's athletic, can shoot, really impressive underrated passer, remember that. And then my honorable mention, Devon Dotson. Kid's a killer for Kansas. Watch out.
I already mentioned some of my players in Marcus Howard, John Morant, and those guys. One player I did not mention was Carson Edwards of Purdue. He's a junior this year. He's been in the tournament a couple times. He's been a proven all-around player this year. He's explosive, captain of the team.
Really solid. Really solid.
Watch out. He could do some damage.
All right. So that pretty much wraps it up for us. It's been a good talk. We've thrown out our hot takes. You may like them or not. But let's all just enjoy the show. We got a great week ahead of us. 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It's going to be awesome. Lots of upsets. Welcome to Loading Sports.
Go follow us on Instagram at Loading Sports Co. Same on Twitter, Loading Sports Co.
And subscribe. Subscribe.